All right, folks, here we are for the second half kickoff. The Lancers will be receiving the ball. They deferred the coin toss at the opening of the game. Lancers, again, start the second half with a 14-6 lead over Perris. Coach, what were your impressions of the Lakeside performance in the first half of the game?
Offensively, I thought they were fine. You know, the end of the half there, the decision to throw the ball with only seconds left ultimately, it was one of the things that led to some points there for Perris. But, you know, you have a partially blocked punt, and then, you know, poor job tackling Edwards.
All right, so Lancers take the kickoff up to the 40-yard line.
It's always interesting when you get a kick that hits that first line. Those guys aren't used to having the ball in their hands.
Lancers take the kickoff to the 40-yard line, 1st and 10. Okay, so the Lancers get the ball at the 40-yard line, looking to extend their lead.
Yeah, Lakeside's got to come out and get some points here on this drive, I would imagine.
Adrian Bird takes a handoff, goes to the left side. Big hole.
That was a great job blocking by left tackle there, and also by Paul Brandon out there at receiver. That I think that was
Adrian Burt takes a handoff all the way out to the 45-yard line of the Panthers. 1st and 10.
They're not supposed to.
They're trying to run this out.
Adrian Burt takes a handoff right up the middle, plows forward out to the 35-yard line. Adrian Burt, the ball carrier, takes the ball to the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 Lancers.
I just got an update from Heritage and Paloma. That's a ball game. It's 20-17. Heritage up at the half.
Handoff goes to Adrian Bird, cuts it up to the middle, loses the ball, and the Panthers have it. Fumble recovered by the Panthers.
Let's see if Lakeside has made any adjustments with regard to trying to slow down or stop Edwards there. He's been their entire offense thus far.
Ball is spotted at the 24-yard line, 1st and 10 Panthers. Miller Edwards sprints out to the left side, gets a block, turns the corner, and is out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Romello Edwards, the ball carrier, run out of bounds at the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 Panthers. Okay, so the ball is spotted at the 35-yard line, 1st and 10 Panthers. Again, just as you mentioned, Coach, Romello Edwards is really the show tonight for the Panthers.
Yeah, the one thing when he runs the football, there's an extra blocker in there because the tailback basically just leads the way. And when he hands the ball off, he just stands there and is a bystander. He's just a spectator.
Number 22, Israel Arsola, the ball carrier, tackled for no gain, 2nd down and 10.
Lakeside was going to bring pressure and looked like got a little bit of a head start. I think that was Cuevas there. He's done such a great job up to this point.
Offsides against the Lancers. Ball spotted at the 40-yard line. 2nd down and 5.
was a great job in there by Juan Ramirez, who just entered the game. Cuevas came running off after that penalty, and Ramirez replaced him, gets in the backfield and makes a tackle for loss.
Jonathan Pratt, the ball carrier, tackled down at the 40-yard line. No gain on the play, 3rd down and 5. All right, so the Panthers have a 3rd down and 5. Romello Edwards takes it out to the left side. There is a penalty flag down on the field. Penalty flag on the field.
They call that the old souffle block. You're getting driven down, you just grab hold of that defender and pull him with you, and sometimes you get caught and sometimes you don't. Problem there is that tackle was all by himself in clear sight of the referee.
Holding penalty is against the Panthers. Ball be spotted at the 26-yard line. Here's a 3rd down and 19. Romello Edwards sprints out to the right, looking for some running room. Reverses field, throws it down the field. It's intercepted by R.J. Pugari. R.J. Pugari on the interception. Tackled out of bounds at the 38-yard line. 1st and 10 Lancers.
You could see that one coming from a mile away. As soon as he reversed fields, Pugari had an angle on that receiver the whole time and jumped right in front of him to make the pick. And I tell you what, Brandon down here on this near sideline did a great job forcing Edwards to go back the other way. He and Cameron Johnson forced him to go the other way and throw across his body, moving to his left, is a much more difficult throw for a quarterback.
All right, so the Lancers get another opportunity to extend their lead after the interception by R.J. Pugari. Timeout on the field. Timeout Lancers. Timeout Lancers.
I want to know if you can announce his name. This baby loves her ID.
You got it. Thank you. Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Diana Tolento, we have your ID card in the announcer's booth. Diana Tolento, we have your ID card in the announcer's booth.
Well, found out why they had to call a timeout. The regular center, Isaac Salguero, is being worked on down on the sideline. And they got out there and didn't have anybody to snap the ball. He's still kind of hobbling around down here on the sideline. So let's see what effect that may have moving forward.
Okay, Dakota Pope misses the handoff. Adrian Burke gets back and covers up.
That hit Pope right in the hands.
Fumble snap recovered by Adrian Burke. Ball will be placed at the 50-yard line.
Elsinore is ahead of TC 10-7 in the middle of the 3rd quarter.
2nd down and 22. Handoff goes to Adrian Burt to the right side. Breaks a tackle. Goes down the sideline. Inside the 10-yard line. Adrian Burt, the ball carrier.
Instead of just taking off. He does carry that.
Rips off a huge run down the right side. Ball will be placed
He's just so strong he doesn't.
inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, Lancers.
See if they are able to cash in here. It's a big series.
Again, handoff goes to Adrian Burt, bounces it out to the right side, and he is
Looks like they're going to mark him a little
Just
short.
Adrian Burt, the ball carrier, tackled inside the 1 yard line. Second down and goal. So Adrian looking for his 3rd touchdown of the game. Dakota Pope keeps the ball, spins around, and he is in for the touchdown.
That was a great effort by
Lakeside Lancers. Point after touchdown by Andres Banda is good. Andres Banda, point after touchdown is good with 6 minutes and 18 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Perris High School 6, your Lakeside Lancers 21.
So this is going to be something that hopefully will put the screws to Perris a little bit. And now let's see if that changes Perris's play calling, because up to this point they've just been letting Romello Edwards try and make things happen. But as the game starts to get further and further away from them, from the score standpoint, they're probably going to need to start throwing the ball with a little more earnesty if they truly want to try and win this football game.
Yeah, so if you wouldn't be surprised if Andrell Smith comes in. He was throwing the ball pretty effectively down the field toward the end of that first half. Probably expect that kind of similar situation when Perris gets the ball back. Andres Banda kicks off. Ball goes through the end zone. Panthers will take over 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Andres Banda goes into the end zone for the touchback. Ball be spotted at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 Panthers.
If you want to, you can announce that Elsinore is ahead of TC 10-7 in the middle of the 3rd quarter.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Elsinore High School is leading Temescal Canyon 10-7.
It's always great as a kicker when you come running off the field and the first person to say anything to you is your head coach. Every single time Andy kicks one of those balls into the end zone, head coach Mark Chandler is waiting there for him.
Oh, somebody.
Number 22, Israel Arsola, big gain up the right side.
That was some poor tackling there by Lakeside. They had an opportunity to stop him at the line of scrimmage and then just beyond the line of scrimmage, and didn't stop him either time.
Israel Arsola, the ball carrier, takes the ball out to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 Panthers. Romello Edwards sprints out to the left side, tosses it down the field, but the ball is well short. 2nd down and 10. Romello Edwards pass is incomplete. 2nd down and 10.
A little bit of a different backfield for Perris on that one. They brought an extra back in there to try and help out some of these offensive linemen for Perris.
Mello Edwards tosses out to Israel Arsola. Tries to bounce it out, but he is tackled about
that's a good
4
job
yard
by
loss.
That's a good job by Pukeri coming up to make that tackle, but Saleh Lamasatelli made that play. He pushed two Perris blockers back about 3 yards, and the ball carrier slammed into the back of them and had to stop and restart again.
Israel Arsola, the ball carrier, tackled for a 4-yard loss. 3rd down and 14. Handoff goes to Israel Arsola.
So now this becomes a manageable 4th down for Perris.
Did she come for the ID? Oh, okay. Oh, sorry.
Jonathan Pratt, the ball carrier, tackled down at the 45-yard line of the Lancers.
Somebody called timeout.
Timeout on the field. So, Coach, right now you got Elsinore High School leading Temescal Canyon 10-7.
That actually could, assuming results hold, if Elsinore beats Temescal Canyon and Lakeside's able to hold on here and beat Perris, then there's a 3-way tie for 3rd place with Lakeside, Elsinore, and Temescal Canyon. And because everybody's beaten the same teams and lost to the same teams, it's going to come down to a coin flip. And if Lakeside wins that coin flip, then they're going to end up with an automatic playoff berth.
That would be unbelievable. What a season it has been for the Lancers, overcoming all kinds of obstacles, injuries. What a testament to these, especially some of the seniors who have kind of led this team. Adrian Burt, Isaac Salguero, Isaiah Uridia.
75.
There's a great job by Wyatt Steele on that 4th down play, stopping Romello Edwards, and it looks like Edwards is down on the ground now.
Panthers are stopped short of the 1st down yardage. Turnover on downs. 1st and 10 Lancers. So again, looking ahead to, obviously we're going to find out results. The coin flip's supposed to take place on Sunday.
I think the coin flip's going to have to take place sooner than that because the draw for playoffs comes out on Sunday. So I wouldn't be surprised if the coin flip happens tonight or tomorrow because we have to submit our league, our final standings, because that is going to dictate who goes in and what position for playoffs. And I know for Temescal Canyon, they have to win that game against Elsinore because their body of work isn't as strong. They won't make it into the playoffs. I'm sorry, but this clown referee has no idea what he's doing.
Handoff goes to Adrian Burt down the left side.
You don't wind the clock on a change.
Runs out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
There's a penalty flag back here. It
Adrian
looks
Burt,
like
the
this
ball
one's probably
carrier.
gonna
There is
come
a
back.
penalty flag on the play. Be a holding penalty against the Lancers. Ball be placed at the 34-yard line. 1st down and 21.
So we didn't do against Elsinore last week was commit penalties.
Yeah.
Adrian Byrd takes a handoff, goes right up the middle, breaking through tackles all the way out to the 50-yard line.
Seems like every single time Lakeside gets behind the down and distance tonight, Adrian Burt's been there to rip off a big play and put things back into a a little bit more of a comfortable situation for them.
Adrian Bird, the ball carrier, takes it to the 50-yard line, gain of 17 yards. Handoff goes to Adrian Bird, goes up the left side. He is holding his leg, but he seems to be okay. Gets up.
I think he just got tackled. Not used to getting knocked down by one guy.
Adrian Bird, the ball carrier. Gain is good enough for another Lancer first down. Dakota Pope goes back, tries to take it up the middle. He's tackled down for a loss on the play. Dakota Pope, the ball carrier, tackled at the 47-yard line. Loss of about 4 yards on the play, second down and 14. Adrian Burt tries the right side, takes it past the 45-yard line to the 44. Adrian Burt, the ball carrier, tackled at the 44-yard line. Third down and 11. Adrian Burt takes the ball right up the middle, down to the 35.
This will be an interesting decision here. You got about 3 yards left to get. This still would be a decent drive that Perris would need to put together.
Adrian Burt, the ball carrier, tackled at the 36-yard line. Fourth down.
And they're going to go.
Adrian Burt right up the middle, down to the 30-yard line.
That's a big first down for Lakeside.
Adrian Burt takes the ball to the 30-yard line. First and 10 Lancers. Dakota Pope hands off to Adrian Burt, who goes down the left side, lowers his head and advances the ball to about the 22-yard line.
Adrian's starting to look a little bit
Burt,
different running the football. I wonder.
Takes it to the 22-yard line.
Yeah.
Gain of 7 yards, second down and 3. Dakota Pope goes right up the middle.
And that's what running the ball to Adrian over and over and over has done. That play was not available early on in the game tonight because they hadn't really established Adrian running the football yet. I think he's carried the ball several times in a row now, and it opened up for Pope there.
Dakota Pope, the ball carrier, takes the ball to the 15-yard line. First and 10 Lancers.
I wonder if I should wind
At the end of the third quarter, Perris High School 6, your Lakeside Lancers 21.
What he did against Elsinore. That last quarter, Elsinore they were tired and couldn't stop it. This team sucks over the more.
So in the situation that this team makes the playoffs, can they maybe get on a run and do some damage in that Division 11 playoff schedule?
You know, it's hard. It's hard to say. You used to know who was in your division before this competitive equity divisional alignment started. You knew if you were in Division 1, you knew who you were going to get, and if you were in Division 2 and 3 and so on down the line, you knew who the players were going to be in that division because they were always the players in that division. And every now and then you had a team that would put together a real good year and show up and do it. Well, the thing is you can have a team that starts the season 0-5, go 5-0 in league, and they're the best team in that division by virtue of the fact that they were playing really tough competition in the preseason. So records and things are a little bit harder to see.
Oh no. He just collapsed.
Looks like Adrian's got a cramp.
Adrian Bird, the ball carrier, falls down at about the 20-yard line. Yeah, Adrian, like I said, he was mentioning before the game started that his hamstring was not 100%. Hoping this is a cramp, but if that hamstring flared up again.
I can't tell what the trainer's looking at down there. It looks like a calf.
Yeah, this is not the way that you want to see this kid's season come to an end. Obviously, the all-time leading rusher in Lancer history. I mean,
yeah, I still can't really get a good look at what the trainer's looking at down there. It looks like she's working on his lower leg, not his hamstring area. Coach Chandler out there obviously looking on concerned. This would be a massive blow. They're already without their backup tailback who broke his leg when Adrian missed those couple of weeks with the hamstring the first time.
Yeah, it was he just got the handoff and he just collapsed.
Went down, yeah.
You fear that he had some real serious injury like an Achilles situation or something like that.
You can get a couple of guys to go help him get off the field. Now this is interesting. You got 5'7" Ronnie Kopp and 6'5" Brennan Salcedo going out there to help bring him off the field. That's gonna be an interesting carry there. Yeah, I can't really tell if that was hamstring or if that was calf. I mean, I guess we'll find out here when they bring him over to the sideline and see if they put him right on the training table, because we got a good view of that. So I think we'll know pretty quickly. So now you've got Chris Macedo in there to run the ball.
RJ Bakary takes the ball all the way to the 13-yard line.
It's going to be a third and, what are we going to get, about a 3rd and 8 here. Be an interesting play call.
RJ Bakary takes the ball to the 14-yard line. Brings up 3rd down and 9. Dakota Pope.
Oh, jeez.
Ball just goes
exchange.
flying through the air.
What the hell?
That was a missed exchange there between Dakota Pope and the backup running back, Chris Macedo. Ball bounced right off of his arm and went flying into the hands of the Perris linebacker. So this still most definitely not over yet. Most definitely not over yet. And I can't see what's going on down there at the training table because there's 35 curious onlookers.
They got ice on his left calf or something.
Field goal sure would have been nice.
Or thigh.
Two score.
All right, so Panthers take over about the 13-yard line after the fumble, missed exchange there between quarterback and running back. Romello Edwards just tries to plow the ball right up the middle, but he goes nowhere, driven back by the Lancer defense.
This is, again, like we talked about the game the other night against Elsinore, this is going to be something that Lakeside's defense is going to need to stand tall, not because they necessarily need stops in order to stay in the game, but because their offensive bell cow is out right now and doesn't look like he's going to be back tonight.
Romello Edwards hands off.
It's a pretty good play by Juan. I tell you what, Juan Ramirez, a sophomore, has come in and done some pretty good things defensively, scraping down the line and doing a good job making that tackle there.
Jonathan Pratt, the ball carrier, takes the ball up to the 19-yard line. Gain of about 6 yards in the play, brings up 3rd down and 4.
All right, now things have cleared out in front of the trainer a little bit, and it looks like she's working on a calf. Yeah, she's working on a calf down there. And that's encouraging in one respect because it's not the hamstring.
Romello Edwards, the ball carrier, takes it to the 25-yard line. Gain is good enough for a Panthers 1st down. Yeah, when they were working on the lower leg and the way that he reacted once he got the ball, you thought the worst, like, torn hamstring or Achilles situation. That was pretty scary there for a little bit. Romello Edwards takes the ball down the right side, skips out of bounds about the 40-yard line. Romello Edwards, the ball carrier, run out of bounds at the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 Panthers. That handoff goes nowhere.
Brought pressure again. You got blitzing linebackers doing a great job getting through gaps.
Jonathan Pratt, the ball carrier, thrown back for a 3-yard loss. 2nd down and 13. Timeout on the field. So, Coach, barring a big play here, Perris is just kind of grinding it out here.
Well, it's still only a 2-possession game. There's still 9 minutes left. But they do have to start to have a little bit of urgency because at the same time, it's only a 2-possession game, but it is still a 2-possession game. They've got to get 2 touchdowns, not a field goal and a touchdown. They got to get 2 touchdowns in order to get back in this game.
Romello Edwards hands off.
He kept it.
He actually kept
it.
Yep.
And that's
thrown
Cameron
back.
Johnson, who had a great game last week against Elsinore, making a big play, and we're going to get a 3rd and long situation again here.
Romello Edwards, the ball carrier, thrown for a yard loss. 3rd down and 15.
This has been kind of a difficult defensive play call for Lakeside all night. Perris has been in these third and long situations a lot, and it seems like it's been almost a 50-50 proposition of whether or not they can stop them.
It usually rolls out left and run or pass. There he goes.
Miller Edwards sprints out to the left side, hurdles over a defender, but lands awkwardly and is writhing in pain on the ground.
Looked like he landed on his head. Are the officials going to stop the clock, or are they just going to let him keep
Miller
rolling
Edwards,
around
the ball
on the
carrier,
ground?
Not yet.
Okay,
tackled
now
at
they're
the
going to stop the
42-yard
clock.
line.
They never told me to. Elsinore 17-7.
Update on the Elsinore-Temesco game. Elsinore High School is leading the Titans 17-7.
Now, for time third, it's a three-way thing. We beat Elsinore, TC beat us, so it'll be just a flip. There's no other tiebreakers.
Yeah, the other tiebreakers are all who did you beat? And since we've all beaten the same teams, like we've beaten each other, so there's point
And we've
values
all lost
and
the
all
ball.
exactly, yeah.
Okay, so Mello Edwards is walking off the field.
See, this is going to force Perris's hand, I think, because without Edwards back there, I don't really think they have a chance to go for this. And it's unfortunate to see a kid get injured. I mean, he looks like he's okay. He's walking off on his own power, but this has to be a great thing for Lakeside to see, because now number one's not back there, and that's got to be encouraging from Lakeside standpoint.
Yeah, the Panthers are lining up in punt formation.
Watch the Vic.
Yeah, Lancer defense is well aware. They ran a fake once before, and they are going to do it again. And the Lancers have it played. Oh, and then it gets around, and he's going to score a touchdown. 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 Touchdown, Panthers.
If this game ends up going the wrong way for Lakeside, that is a play right there that they're going to come back and look at, because they had the ball carrier Pratt dead to rights back there, and a couple of Lakeside defenders took terrible angles to make tackles.
All right, so the Panthers looks like they're going to line up going for 2 points. Again, with the down by 9 points, this could swing the game. The snap goes over the head,
Again!
and they're going to get it. 2-point conversion is good, with 7 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Perris High School 14, your Lakeside Lancers 21.
Lakeside DC Ed Rayford has got to be absolutely kicking and screaming right now, because that was 2 plays of just terrible discipline and a lack of contain by Lakeside.
All right, folks, so a little bit of nervous time here in the castle. Be interesting to see who lines up in the backfield there for the Lancers. I don't even see Adrian out there.
He's got his helmet on and he's walking up and down the sideline. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him go out there. To be quite honest, I'd be shocked if he didn't go out there.
I mean, you think about that, this is a whole different team with him.
Absolutely.
I mean, hats off to the freshman quarterback, but I don't know if he can necessarily rescue this season all by himself. Again, the Lancers are in a must-win situation. If they're going to have any chance of making the playoffs, they have to win this game, and they pretty much have to hope for an Elsinore upset here of Temescal Canyon. Again, just to update you on that situation, could end up in a three-way tie for third place. Lancers get the onside kick and advance it forward past midfield into Panthers territory. Ball is spotted at the 47-yard line of the Panthers. 1st and 10. Lancers take the onside kick to the 47-yard line.
Got to get points on this drive. Absolutely have to get points on this drive. This game's kind of been void of any sort of real energy and emotion, but you can sense the tension now. And if anybody's got momentum right now, it's Perris.
All right, so Adrian Burt does take the handoff, moves out to the left side, spins forward to about the 42-yard line. Ball is spotted at the 44. Adrian Burt, the ball carrier, tackled at the 44-yard line, gain of 2, 2nd down and 8.
You can tell Adrian is most definitely not 100%, but he's trying to gut this out because he realizes his team needs him.
Try to get the first one.
Dakota Pope, the ball carrier, tackled at the 43-yard line, gain of 1, 3rd down and 7. All right, so here's the moment, Coach. 3rd down and long.
They really haven't tried to throw the ball at all this half, and they're going to give the ball to Adrian. And
Adrian Burt takes it out to the left side, tackled short of the 1st down yardage, about the 38-yard line. Adrian Burt, the ball carrier, tackled at the 38-yard line.
So they've got two to get, and it looks like they're going to go for it on 4th here.
Correction, 4th down and 2.
Another big play here.
Dakota Pope hands off to Adrian Burt, plows forward past the 35-yard line. Adrian Burt, the ball carrier, 1st down, Lancers.
These officials tonight have been making some curious spots and some curious non-calls, missing things. I realize it's high school football and high school referees, but from up here, there's some pretty egregious misses.
Dakota Pope tries the right-hand side, but he is tackled. Dakota Pope, the ball carrier, tackled at the 36-yard line. Ball is spotted at the 35. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10.
I think Coach Chandler here just continues to try and mix things up so Adrian's not carrying the ball on every single play. Try and give his body a little bit of a break.
Adrian Burt tries to get out to the left side, and he's thrown down for a loss. Adrian Burt tackled for a loss. 3rd down and 12.
big play here. I think we've said that quite a bit the last few series, but this is one of those times Lakeside's got to get 7, 8, 9 yards to even think about going for it on 4th down.
Adrian Burt steamrolls to the 30-yard line.
Well, now it's decision time.
Adrian Burt, the ball carrier, tackled at the 30-yard line.
It's a long
gain of
5
7 yards in the
to
play,
get.
brings up 4th down and 5.
Wonder if they try and do a hard count here. Maybe draw Perris offside. Nope, they're going to run it.
Hand off to Adrian Burt, tries the left side, pass forward, 1st down. Adrian Burt, the ball carrier, 1st down, Lancers. All right, so we're going to get inside of about 3 minutes here left in the game.
They've got
3?
We did.
Really gutty performance there by Adrian Burt, getting the yardage needed to get that 1st down. Dakota Pope takes the ball right up the middle. Keith stays on his feet. Keeps moving forward down inside the 10-yard line.
That was a really good call there by offensive coordinator Coach Joyce down there.
Dakota Pope, the ball carrier, takes the ball inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, Lancers.
Perris has called a
Timeout.
now.
Timeout, Panthers.
Tell you what, Adrian's going to earn himself some training room time this week after this performance tonight. Real gutty. That's a great call. Again, a great call by the offensive coordinator down there. And now here's the thing for Lakeside. You have to get 3 points here at least. Obviously, the perfect scenario is you run it in or throw it in and you get the 6. But you can't not come away with points here, because any sort of score here makes this a 2-score game and all but ices it at this point.
All right, so the Lancers, after the timeout, head to line up in formation. Get an opportunity to score points here, get themselves up by 2 scores. Fumbled the snap. Dakota Pope, though, breaks the tackle, keeps moving forward, and gets inside about the 5-yard line.
Well,
Dakota Pope, the ball carrier.
Nobody.
Tackled at the 5-yard line. Second down and goal. Handoff goes to Adrian Burt. Cuts it to the inside the 5-yard line. Adrian Burt, the ball carrier, tackled at the 2-yard line. Third down and goal.
Good snap, guys.
Touchdown, Lakeside Lancers!
He spun out of it.
That's got to be the last play he runs all night long.
Oh, absolutely. You know, Coach, you think about gutty, gritty performances this whole season. After injuring his hamstring in that Orange Vista game, missing 2 games, coming back in time for the Temescal game. A game which they were in until that pick 6, and then obviously coming back the next week and helping lead the Lancers to their first victory over Elsinore High School. And it's going to be very interesting this weekend, finding out if our Lancers are going to make the playoffs for the first time in school history.
Well, I tell you what, it's looking better. There's 2 minutes left in the Temescal Canyon Elsinore game, and Elsinore is still up 17-7, so that can only increase our chances. Now, obviously, it could hurt us as well, depending upon how the coin flips fall. So the best possible scenario would be, obviously, we win the coin flips and end up finishing 3rd in our league, and then we have an automatic berth. But we could also finish as low as 5th by the coin flips.
Update on the Elsinore-Temescal game with under 2 minutes left. Elsinore High School 17, Temescal Canyon 7. Panthers take the kickoff return out to the 27-yard line, 1st and 10. All right, so 1 minute 14 seconds remaining. Israel Arsola, the ball carrier, tackled at the 26-yard line. Loss of about a yard of the play. 2nd down and 11. Israel Arsola, the ball carrier, tackled just shy of the 30-yard line. Gain of about 3 yards. Brings up 3rd down and 7. Final score, Perris High School 14, your Lakeside Lancers 28.